So let's see what's in the full IDC preparation course. So over here on the left-hand side, we'll start here. We'll have a quick overview of what's in here, and then I'll go back and we'll have a little look deeper into what some of these boxes mean. But if we take a look over here, we can see that we're starting with our friends dive theory and our very best friend dive physics right at the top there. So we'll take a look at it in a minute and see what's in there. We work our way down. We find that we've got some mock exams. They sound fun, don't they? And then we'll work down a little bit more. That's for theory exams. We've got mock standard exams. And then down here, we've got teaching in confined water, really important for your IDC and IE, and of course, teaching in the real world as well. Student-centered teaching, a little bit of philosophy about how your students learn, and then a bit about teaching in the classroom, looking at techniques that you can use on your IDC, IE, and again in the real world. But let's go back up to the beginning again. So we've got these subjects up here, physics, physiology. So I'll click on our friend physics to start with, see what's in here. And here we've got like a whole list of topics that you'll find on the physics exams. It enables you to understand it a little bit better. They're built from simple to more complex, so it makes sense to work through in order here. You don't have to. I mean, of course, if you wanted to, you can sort of dip in and out to some of these subjects, but it makes much more sense to start at the beginning and get that knowledge and then build on them to apply them to different areas of physics. So if we just randomly choose the first one, pressures underwater, we'll just click on here to start with.
Very first subject.
Oh, there's me shouting. So it's the first subject there, pressures underwater. We've got a video here which will explain, it's 8 minutes long, this one. It explains pressures underwater. And to make sure that you understand, each of these videos is followed by a quiz, just to check your knowledge. So if we just have a quick look at this, there's 7 questions here. We'd take a look at the first one here. What's the absolute pressure at 24 meters or 79 feet in seawater? A very typical PADI type of question that you'll find on the IDC and the IE anyway. But these are just sort of test questions to make sure that you've understood pressures underwater. And if we deliberately choose the wrong answer here, and we'll find that not only will it tell us it's incorrect, but it'll also give us a little bit of information as why it's wrong. And so once you've got that, you can either go back and watch the video again if you needed to, or you can take the quiz again. You can just do whatever you like or just carry on moving on. So that's good. So once we've finished with physics, then we can move on with other subjects, physiology, equipment, diving skills in the environment, RDP. And once we've done all of those, each of those have got a similar thing of some form of presentation, either a video or a presentation. So if we take something, for example, like physiology, for example, here we've got, again, videos followed by quizzes, video followed by quizzes, the similar sort of format. And as we go through, right through to RDP. So that's the theory finished. Once you've done that, you can take a look at these final mock theory exams. They're pretty much good replicas of what you'll find on the PADI IE. Not the wording of the question, of course, but replicas in the way of format and content, the way it's presented to you, the amount of questions in each topic, etc., etc. They're all down here, mock exam A, B, C, D, E. And there's an answer key so you can check your answers. So once you've done with theory, you can move on to PADI standards. And once again, we're talking about the very latest PADI standards here, 2025. You'll need the PADI instructor manual, the 2025 version of the PADI instructor manual. It's now available to download. If you're a PADI member, just go to the PADI website. You can download the latest instructor manual. So these mock standard exams, again, they're very much a replica of what you'll find on the current PADI IE. So there's 50 questions. Just take a quick look. We've got standard exams, A, B, C, D, and E. If we just look at mock exam A here, you'll see the questions here. Now, once you've done those, you can have a look at the answer keys. They're down here. And the good thing about the answer keys is you'll see the questions here, and you'll get the answer, whether it's true, false, or A, B, C, or D, or whatever the answer is. But not only that, it'll tell you where here on page 43, two exceptions, you'll find exactly where in the current PADI instructor, 2025 instructor manual, of where you'll find this information. So that's great. Once you've worked through A, B, C, D, and E mock exams, you'll have a really good feel about the layout of the instructor manual. You'll be able to find, items in the manual when you're qualified as an instructor, and also during mock exams as well, or the exams as well. Then we get down to teaching in confined water. This is really the stuff that we love, isn't it? The actual doing stuff rather than sitting learning theory. And here we've got teaching in confined water, student-centred teaching. Now, quite often people hear the word student-centred, but they don't really understand what it is. So how can we actually put your student, your future students, in the centre of their own learning? Well, we can do that with briefings and demonstrations and debriefings, problem solvings here. And there's lots of tips here of how we can do that. It's perfect for IEs, it's perfect for IDCs, and most of all, it's perfect for the real world and your real life students afterwards. So that's a very valuable thing to learn as well. Then understanding your students, there's a lot of psychology here about how people learn. And positive coaching. Positive coaching is becoming really popular now in with big sports teams. In America, baseball teams and American football, and over in the UK, football managers are using positive coaching to bring the best out of their players. So again, it's a really good process for you to put in for your students as well. So there we go, and a little bit about teaching in the classroom. In teaching in the classroom, some just basic tips about how you can get information across. And if we have a look at knowledge development presentations here, we'll find like how we can perhaps use the prescriptive lesson guides to pass information across. Anyway, so there's an outline of what's in the course. I wish you all the best for your future, whoever you are, wherever you're going, and let's blow some bubbles.